Hey everyone, Codex here. Today what we're gonna do is take a look at Chainlink and we will be discussing if this downtrend will continue as March comes to its end or if things are about to change as we head into the second quarter of 2022. So if that's something you are interested in and you find these videos helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video and click on that bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. Also make sure to join our Telegram channel and let's get into this one. Now, we all know that Chainlink hasn't been doing that well in the last 5 months or so, and that has been quite underwhelming for a lot of investors out there. And to be completely honest, this issue isn't with Link specifically. I mean, yes, Chainlink has been performing quite poorly and we expected much more from it, but we can't deny the fact that the entire cryptocurrency asset hasn't been doing that well since mid Q4 of last year. Almost every single altcoin has been having a hard time. Now, if we take a look at the Phoenix Ascending indicator on the daily time frame to see whether or not we will go up again, we can see that the blue LSMA and red RSI went above this mid-yellow line right here, triggering calls for an upward pressure. And so far, both lines are still up high, meaning that we still have an upward pressure on this time frame. However, I am quite concerned because just 4 days after having the upward pressure get triggered, we started getting these orange dots, which are usually a sign of an exhaustion and a sign that bulls are having a hard time pushing the price up. These orange dots are usually the first bearish signals before getting a reversal, and we have had it right here, for example, when we were going up. And what ended up happening for Link was a brutal correction of about 53 to 54%. The same thing happened at the end of last year, and although this move wasn't as brutal as this one in here, we can't deny the fact that amid getting these orange dots on our indicator, bulls started losing control and the price ended up dropping again. And so this is why I would expect another move to the downside with Chainlink within the next 3 to 4 days. Look, I'm not saying that we can't go up. I just said that we have a bullish momentum 30 seconds ago, but I can't come in here and act as if everything is perfect when it's not. Bulls are getting exhausted despite not doing much, and this is worrying. When you get a tiny pump like this one and bulls start immediately showing signs of weakness, that means that there is simply no retail interest whatsoever to push the price up. And we have talked about this issue many times with both Link and Polkadot and how the lack of retail interest is affecting the price action, and this is the main reason behind this bearish trend. If we move on to the 3 days time frame, and this is much clearer, you can see that the red RSI is in fact above this mid-yellow line, which is a good sign. However, the blue LSMA, which usually plays the role of support when the price is going up, is below the level of 50 and it's low, meaning that the move to the upside won't be sustainable if the blue line doesn't trend up higher, which will be tough given BTC's current trend. And look, we just had the exact same issue right here. Red RSI going up, triggering the upward pressure, the price started climbing up, but the blue LSMA, which was meant to be our support, wasn't above this mid-yellow line, and so it couldn't play its role, and it couldn't maintain the upward pressure. And so what ended up happening is a brutal correction. This brutal correction, of course, I know that this might seem a little bit hard to understand. I know that this is confusing for a lot of you out there and perhaps even boring, but this indicator is probably the most helpful momentum indicator out there. We have been using it for a long time now and it has proven to be good. Another thing to mention is how oversold Chainlink is. Link is currently heavily oversold on the weekly time frame, and I know that a lot of you are going to say that we are only oversold when the RSI trends below the level of 30. But if that's the case, then Link was never oversold throughout its entire history, which doesn't make sense. So Link is currently as oversold as back in the summer of last year, and so it's up to you to decide whether or not it's a good time to buy. You could have bought Link for about 15 bucks right here when the RSI was up the roof, and you can buy Link now at the same exact price when the RSI is at its lowest levels since the summer of last year. The choice is up to you, but historically speaking, buying when the RSI is at the current levels has proven to be a good idea. So, to conclude, Link is in fact bullish on the short term, but I would expect a pullback and a correction within the next 3 to 4 days. But keep in mind that the longer it takes us to go down, the higher the price will be, meaning that if the correction starts in 4 days, the price might be 5 to 10% higher than now. So that was about it, guys, for today. Thanks for sticking by till the end. Don't forget to leave the video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you feel comfortable doing so. Have a nice day and peace.